Hey, Elliott Hulse here. I'm standing in front of my gym strength camp, and I want to give you guys a couple more tips about a system of strength and muscle building that we use here, particularly with younger athletes or skinny guys that need to build muscle mass and get stronger at the same time. We call it power building. So really quickly, I'm going to give you the outline of a typical power building program specifically designed for building strength and size in the upper body. So here we go. Very first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with our bench press. Great exercise for building upper body mass and strength. You know, I love overhead pressing also, and you know, as a professional strongman, we're doing a lot of log presses and stuff, but the stability that the bench allows lets you use heavier weights, and that's really what the power lifting portion of this type of program is meant for. So we're going to use the bench press, a flat bench press, and like I've shown you in the past, is a particular form that we use and that's mentioned in the critical bench program that allows you to use a lot of weight, and that's exactly what we want. So the rep range on that, or rep set range on your bench press, very first exercise, is going to be 5 by 5, which is a great strength building. It's almost like a hybrid muscle building type rep range. 5 by 5, so that's 5 sets of 5. Take about a minute to 2 minutes between sets. Follow that up immediately by 3 sets of maximum repetition push-ups with dumbbells. Now, dumbbell push-ups are basically you set 2 dumbbells on the floor so that your elbows are pointing backwards, and you're just gonna push up as many reps as you can. I like to say aim for 20 on your first set, but if you're a real stud, aim for 40. As many as you can. Really important that you keep your rest interval to about 90 seconds, and then you repeat that again. So you're gonna do 3 sets in that particular fashion. Follow this up by an entire circuit that's designed to build the upper back. The scapula adductors, the traps, the rhomboids, and all the muscles on the outside of the shoulders, like your rear delts. The reason why it's so important to build up your upper back for your bench press is because it's really like the foundation from which you're pushing off of. In later videos and in the critical bench program, you'll see how we arch our back slightly so that we can sit right up on the shoulder blades. And by doing the exercise circuit that I'm going to describe to you now to build up those muscles, you get a really solid foundation so that you can execute the bench press the way we'd like you to do it. So we're going to start with seated rows. Most gyms have these, so that's where we'll start. And you just sit and you do just a big chest. When you do seated rows, don't do this where your shoulders round out and your elbows pop up. Make sure you keep your chest up and you're pulling it right to your sternum. That way you're building up the scapula adductors as well. Then we follow that up by rear delt raises and upright rows. With the rep range on this, we're using a bodybuilding rep range, which is a bit higher, so 10 to 12 reps for each, and go from one exercise to the next. You can substitute things like bent over rows for that upper back circuit. Chin-ups are always good, inverted rows. The whole point is that you want to be able to get a lot of pulling exercises in the horizontal plane. Pulling this way, extending this way, crows, you know, things like this. Anything where you're pulling the elbows back and you're forcing scapular adduction is really going to build that thickness in your upper back. And that's it. That's the end of that particular day on this program. If you want to continue to build the rest of your body in this fashion, make sure on the second and the third day you're using exercises like the deadlift. You're using exercises like the bench press, lunges, primal pattern movements, and bodybuilding rep ranges after you max out with your heavy exercise, which is probably going to be the bench press, the deadlift, and the squat. So I hope you can use that information in your program. It wasn't thorough by any means, but the tips that you can receive from it hopefully can help improve your strength and build that power building type muscle that we're talking about. Talk to you next time.